He is the 17th Chancellor of the University of Pittsburgh, an unwavering leader with true vision, a man of integrity and concern, a champion of education and the pursuit of knowledge. He forever changed the future of Pittsburgh, our region, and of course, our great university. Mark A. Nordenberg was born on July 12, 1948, in Duluth, Minnesota. His father worked for U.S. Steel's Duluth Works. His mother was a homemaker. Growing up in Duluth in the 1950s and 60s was an idyllic time for Mark and his two siblings. It was the era when families all across the nation were living the post-war American dream. Nordenberg once stated, "Duluth was a great place to be a kid, and the 1950s and 60s was perhaps the best time." By the end of the 1960s, the steel industry was changing, and the Duluth Works was ramping down production. In the summer before Mark's senior year of high school, his father was relocated to the U.S. Steel facility in Pittsburgh. The family settled in Pittsburgh's North Hills. Mark attended North Allegheny High School, and all of the Nordenbergs quickly fell in love with the region and its people. Nordenberg once described the residents of the Steel City as the perfect blend of Midwestern values and Eastern spark. Without question, moving here was one of the best developments in my life. After being in Pittsburgh for only 2 years, Mark's father was transferred again, this time to Chicago, taking Mark's mother and younger brother with him. But Mark stayed behind, having already entered Thiel College, about 90 minutes from Pittsburgh. Of his Thiel experience, Nordenberg said, "It was a good place for me because it gave me early opportunities to experience success." But most importantly, Nordenberg has noted, Thiel is where he met his wife, Nikki Perillo. Today, they've been married for more than 43 years. After graduating with a BA from Thiel in 1970, Nordenberg headed back to the Midwest, enrolling in the University of Wisconsin Law School. He has compared the experience of moving from a small town in Pennsylvania to the University of Wisconsin, sometimes called the Berkeley of the Midwest, to being like moving to another planet. It was the time of the Vietnam War protests and great civil unrest. He recalls there being frequent demonstrations and battles between protesters and the National Guard on the hill just outside the law school. Once, he remembers, "I emerged from a successful first-year moot court oral argument feeling great, until I got tear-gassed. That's just the way it was in those days." With the draft still in place, Nordenberg received a direct commission into the Navy Judge Advocate General's JAG Corps, which allowed him time to go to law school, earn a degree, and get admitted to the bar. After the war, Nordenberg took a job with a large and distinguished firm in Minneapolis. But thoughts of academia kept entering the young attorney's mind. He received 2 offers to teach. One at the University of Arkansas, where Bill Clinton was his faculty host, and the other from Capital University in Columbus, Ohio. He accepted the position at Capital University, where he developed his teaching skills as his love for education grew. But then, his life journey took an unexpected turn when a colleague at Capital recommended Nordenberg for a teaching position at Pitt. At 29, Nordenberg was eager to return to the city he had earlier come to love, and he took a temporary 9-month assignment as a visiting professor at Pitt. That 9-month temporary stint grew to 37 years and turned into a career that would have an amazingly positive impact on the University of Pittsburgh. In his early days at Pitt, Nordenberg quickly built a reputation as an outstanding teacher in the School of Law. He was the initial recipient of the Excellence in Teaching Award, now an annual presentation. He also was one of the first faculty members to receive the Chancellor's Distinguished Teaching Honor. Going on to serve as Dean of the Law School, and as interim provost of the university, he was elevated to the special faculty rank of Distinguished Service Professor in 1994. The following year, Nordenberg was appointed interim chancellor by the university's Board of Trustees and was elected permanent chancellor in 1996, following a national search. During his tenure, Chancellor Nordenberg has led Pitt through one of the most impressive periods of progress in its 226-year history. The university achieved new levels of quality and impact on virtually every front, earning its current status as a world-class research university committed to excellence. During Nordenberg's tenure, enrollment has increased 21%. SAT scores rose nearly 200 points. Undergraduates have claimed prestigious scholarships and fellowships, including Rhodes, Truman, Marshall, Udall, and Goldwater. Nordenberg also supported the importance of cutting-edge research. As a result, Pitt is now positioned as one of the top research institutions in the nation. The striking progress made during the Chancellor's tenure reflects a culture of ambition and pride so evident that the Middle States Commission on Higher Education accreditation team stated, "There is an ethos of appreciation which evokes humility in those of us who come to observe it." The Chancellor's own vision went beyond the university's physical limits to view the city of Pittsburgh as Pitt's campus. He spearheaded new and critical partnerships, including collaborations with UPMC and Carnegie Mellon University, which have not only contributed to world-renowned scientific breakthroughs, but have also bolstered the economic health of the region. And the establishment of the Pitt Arts program exposed students to the cultural richness of the Pittsburgh area. He continually supports Pitt's demonstrated belief that the city is our campus, partnering in civic engagement opportunities within the community and earning multiple accolades for the university, including most recently the 2013 National Honor Roll for Extraordinary and Exemplary Community Service Contributions, bestowed by President Obama. The Chancellor also forged a special partnership with the Pittsburgh Steelers, which helped in the relocation of new football practice facilities and designating Heinz Field as the new home for game day. Nordenberg has always believed that a strong athletic program can provide a link to the broader community. The construction of the Peterson Event Center, Durant's Athletic Complex, and Peterson Sports Complex have been noteworthy accomplishments to the athletic program during the Chancellor's tenure. And Pitt's recent move into the Atlantic Coast Conference has joined the university with other institutions who believe in strong scholar athletes, the best coaches, and top-notch facilities. His personal enthusiasm and support for Pitt athletics are legendary, extending even to a visit to the Oakland Zoo. His passion for the university and his unending commitment to excellence have been inspiring to donors who invested in the Chancellor's vision, helping to successfully complete a $2 billion campaign. The university's endowment has grown by 6.5 times, from $463 million in 1995 to nearly $3 billion. Its net assets have quadrupled to almost $3.8 billion. 600 new scholarships, endowed chairs, and professorships have been created. The Chancellor's own accomplishments have been recognized over the years, with countless teaching and leadership awards, chairmanships, honorary degrees, and special recognitions. He has been named Pittsburgh's Person of the Year by Pittsburgh Magazine twice. At the June 28, 2013 annual meeting of the University Board of Trustees, which also marked his 18th year of service as Chancellor, Nordenberg announced that he would step down from his office in the summer of 2014. "My heart is here, my future is here," Nordenberg told the trustees during his announcement. The university's and Pittsburgh's hearts are with you as you move forward, Chancellor. And as you move on to the next stage in your career, you take with you our undying gratitude.